What is it, guys? I do hope you're well. My name is Mark, and today we're covering r/today I messed up. If you're new here, please consider hitting that like, that subscribe, and maybe that notification bell too. And a huge thank you to the members of our channel. You are truly, truly appreciated. And with that being said, let's get in to today's stories. Much love, guys. This story comes from Free Humanity. Today I messed up my house from my cat killer moth. Ever since he was a kitten, my cat and I have come to an understanding. Let me explain. My cat generally doesn't like being picked up. However, one time, 6 years ago, a moth flew into my house. My cat wanted to kill it, but he couldn't reach it. I didn't know how I got the idea, but I picked him up to help him reach it. At first, he squirmed, and when he realized he could reach the moth, he forgot about me and proceeded to murder the moth. Afterwards, I put him down, give him a treat, and a couple of pets. And from then on, we had a pact. When a moth, spider, or some other bug was out of reach, I'd pick him up and my cat would kill it. Truly a win-win situation. Fast forward 6 years to today, a moth flew into my bedroom. Just as I get up to kill it, I see my cat staring intensely at it. He's got this determined, adorable, murderous look on his face. As I'm looking at him, he turns to me. I can almost see the pleading in his eyes. Please, I've got this. Okay, I respond. I pick him up, and he starts waving his paws in what are several failed attempts at catching the moth. What the fuck, boy? Maybe a little rusty at this. Then, and what I can only describe as a 400 IQ move, the moth flies directly at my cat. My cat panics and flails everywhere. I scream and drop him from about 7 foot up. He's fine. Pain. There is only pain. I look at my arm. Wow. In the moment, I have no idea how bad it is, so I rush to the bathroom to disinfect my arm. Fortunately, it's not that bad. It just stings whenever I move my left arm or hand. I walk back to my room and see the fucker just laying there. You see this shit? I asked him. He sniffed it a bit and just kind of looked unconcerned. Meh, just a minor flesh wound. Didn't even rupture an artery. My claws must be dull. I mean, that looks bad. I go back into my room and see the moth there. I go to kill it and my cat makes this weird trilling sound. He's staring intently at the moth, eyes filled with murder lust. He looks at me for permission. This time, I killed the moth. TLDR, cat broke our murder pact. Probably should never formed one with a cat anyway. Your TLDR said it all, really. You trusted a cat. Cats controlled us, not the other way around, my friend. What a great story. Today I messed up by removing my earwax blockage. Last Saturday, I woke up in the middle of the night, no big deal, but I immediately noticed something was wrong with my left ear. I had no pain, but every few seconds I would hear a loud crackling noise in my ear. I have experienced an earwax blockage before. I've never heard this sound before. This made me concerned, so I tried Googling my symptoms, but to no avail. It's probably just an earwax blockage, right? I think to myself. I stuffed a cotton pad with olive oil in my ear to soften the earwax and returned to bed. After putting the cotton pad in my ear, the crackling sound stopped, but it was replaced with some sort of soft ticking sounds. It made it hard to fall asleep, but eventually, I managed to drift off. The next morning, the noise in my left ear had stopped. Great, but there was still wax in my ear, because I could hear it move when I put pressure on my ears. Over the course of the next days, I tried to remove the earwax myself. I put water in my ear, more cotton pads with olive oil, and even tried to get it out with tweezers. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I was impatient and really wanted to just get the earwax out and be done with it. All of these methods failed to get the earwax out until today. I was once again stupidly poking around with tweezers in some ear when I finally managed to grab the earwax. Excited, I took it out and wanted to look at what my ear had just birthed. To my horror, the blockage in my left ear was not caused by earwax, but it was caused by what looked like a kind of tiny moth. This creature had somehow managed to climb into my ear at 2 a.m., caused me to wake up, and couldn't leave my ear because of the cotton pad I'd stuffed inside. I'm still trying to process that. I had a dead moth in my ear for half a week. Edit. Thank you for the awards and for all your own earbud horror stories in the comments. Make me feel less unfortunate to have experienced this. Also, to answer the most common question, I posted a picture of the moths in the comments, and people have been asking how big it was. It was pretty big in the picture, but it was only around a centimeter big. Our next story comes from Wheat Winky. Today I messed up by giving a married man my number and making him think that his wife had given him a hall pass. I'm a college student, hustling as a waitress in a swank restaurant to pay for school. A cute married couple are my regulars. One recent date night, they're slugging a touch at each other about their son, who was struggling in math. They asked my opinion. Then the wife asked me if I would consider tutoring him this summer. I thought I'd see them again the next week, but then the wheels fell off the world. Last night, I was running delivery out to cars. I see Mr. Married. Shifts are limited. Tiny calf badly. Online tutoring would be great. I virtually body slam my coworker to deliver his food. On a piece of paper, I scribble my number and march out. He smiles. I hand him the food, and I set the paper with my number to him. Cue the deer in headlight stare from the man. Slow blink. I do not clue into the FU. I say, your wife said you were interested. His head shifts 45 degrees, cocked and questioning. He stares blankly at me, inexplicably silent. In a moment of cognitive dissonance, I hear my brain misfire as I realize he thinks I'm propositioning him. I blurt, tutoring. Your wife wanted me to choose your son in math. He nods slowly. We both pretend that the shit show didn't happen. He says, yeah, alright, okay, bye. I fake smile and bolt back inside. I'm half hoping I never have to see the man again, but the other half knows I have 4 packs of ramen left and pray this traumatic cringe has not made it too excruciatingly awkward to hire me. To imagine that poor dude sat in the car thinking, oh god, has she not? Is she trying to surprise me with... Absolutely insane. What did you guys think of that story? Have you ever had something similar happen to you before? I can't imagine you have, but be interesting if you did. Let me know in the comments below. Our next story is from Metal Gatsy. Today I messed up by using my sleeping boyfriend's butt as a pillow. I know where this is going, shut way. I guess you guys know where it's going too. I'm immediately thinking pink eye. This literally just happened a few minutes ago. I thought it'd be a good idea to place my head on his bare butt. Well, most of the time it is. We like using each other's bodies as pillows, and there isn't really an exception, as long as we both get comfortable. Earlier when I was browsing Reddit and thinking of nothing bad, the most disgusting fart I've ever smelled left his booty hole right next to my face. It took me a few moments to realize what had just happened, not moving even a millimeter, and I had even more time to breathe in what reminded me of a mixture of rotten eggs and diarrhea. Needless to say, I had to really try hard not to throw up. Then as I got up as quiet as I can not to wake him up, and now in the living room, wondering what decisions in my life had led to this event of accidentally being farted in my face by my sleeping boyfriend. I can't wait to tell him when he's awake. You're going to crack up. Is that crack a pun? Oh god. Edit update, he apologized what I told him, but also found it hilarious and thinks it's my own fault. I agree with him on that. Also, since lots of you have mentioned pink eye, my eyes are fine, so no need to worry. That's my initial thought. As soon as I read that title, I thought, oh god, pink eye. No one shit in their eye. Our next story is from Strawberry Headache. Today I messed up my clapping at someone's funeral procession. So this evening a bunch of people started going outside. This strange, I didn't really think much of it. Our neighborhood is always kind of weird, so I continued doing whatever I was doing. Then I heard bagpipes, and after a while the song stopped playing, and then I clapped because the song in the bagpipes was pretty good. But after a bit, I heard the bagpipes played again, and saw a person marching down the street with the bagpipes. I thought it was even weirder, but I didn't care much, until I saw the flipped in hearse with a coffin and flowers, with a bunch of cars following it, and realized what I had done. Everyone heard me clapping. I'm never going outside again. Oh dear. You're the kind of person that I want at my funeral, though. I don't want it to be like a sad affair. I want someone just having a good time. Just clap it away. Having a great time. Our next story is from Stuffed in a Shoe. Today I messed up by saying titty during a game of Heads Up with my girlfriend's family. For anyone who doesn't know what the game Heads Up is like, player holds a card/phone up on their forehead, which they cannot see. If the card or phone says a term like Netflix, people on player A's team will give clues so player A guesses the term. A good clue for this would be, is not Hulu but, and player A would guess Netflix, get it right and move on to the next term. My girlfriend's family come from the Midwest, classic old-fashioned church-going people. Very nice people, but very reserved. I, on the other hand, come from a family of Italians from the East Coast. Admittedly, this means sometimes I should have a better filter than I do. So there we all are, enjoying some drinks and played a fun game of Heads Up. The clue was Janet Jackson. I'm not sure why I blurted it out. Maybe a mix of embarrassing competitiveness and the liquor, but I immediately screamed, titty out at the Super Bowl. Time stopped. I saw my entire relationship flash before me. I've never been in this situation where 1 second feels like an eternity until this moment. Everyone stopped getting clues. My girlfriend didn't even guess. Everyone just stopped and stared at me. I became so anxious, started sweating. I can only imagine my face at this moment would have made the top post of all time on r/watch people die inside. My girlfriend's parents' friends broke the ice. They said, okay, but I think it's time for us to get out of here. Everyone followed suit. I awkwardly said goodbye, and I'm sorry, but I knew what I had done couldn't be undone. My girlfriend ignored me the rest of the night, still included now, where I'm hiding in the bathroom writing this post. I'm not sure what the ramifications will be, and if our relationship will survive, but it's not looking good. My girlfriend obviously doesn't care about the word titty. I think it's more the fact that her boyfriend screamed titty out of nowhere in a friendly game of Heads Up. The ironic thing, I think that was an A+ clue. If we were playing with my family, not only would everyone have died laughing at someone screaming titty, but they would have all guessed the term correctly. It was at that moment I realized just how different two families can be. Update, a lot of people saying that she isn't the one, break up with her, etc. No. We have the same sense of humor. She isn't as conservative as her parents. Her parents joke around and curse, but when someone screamed titty in an appropriate setting, is a little crass. Woke up and she was fine. Just said she was annoyed the night ended like that. Going out to dinner with them tonight, so let's hope I don't shot any more expletives. So many miserable people tell me to break up with her after hearing one small story. Second update, went to dinner with the same group and we laughed about it. I was a little confused because they acted like it wasn't a huge deal all of a sudden. Maybe they realized they were a little uptight, not sure. I say hello and my girlfriend's dad's friend says, "Hey man, I wonder how Janet Jackson is going today." And everyone laughed. I said something along the lines of, "I let the tiger out of the cage last night, so that's my bad." They laughed and said it's fine. It was just getting late. My girlfriend and I are fine. She isn't the monster you guys make her out to be. How would you feel if you knew your parents were conservative and your boyfriend showered titty? Probably a little annoyed, and she has the right to be. For everyone saying I should break up with her, she's awful. It sounds like a fun relationship / sarcasm. You guys are miserably human beings. What kind of person do you have to be to tell an internet stranger to break up with his girlfriend of 2 years because of one small story? Sounds like you're just a bunch of miserable people. You want others to be miserable as well. Probably incel idiots. To everyone who got the point of the post, that's a funny, embarrassing story without reading too far into it. Thank you for the kind words. A lot of people said not to listen to the idiots. They appreciate that. Not that I would ever listen to the internet about my relationship, but it was appreciated. Also obligatory thanks to the gold and silver. Reddit people bad. People get so wound up in stories, they get like, especially in the Reddit comments, you always get some people that just take it as it is, and then you get some people that go over the top and really look into the relationship and dig down and think, oh my God, there's something deeper here. This person got to see a psychiatrist. I love the fact that they went out the next night and everything ended up fine. It was all just banter in the end and everyone was happy. That's the way it should be. And that's what I love about these stories. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us today. I hope you'd enjoy today's stories. If you did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and maybe hit that notification bell too. It all truly helps out this channel. And of course, there's another video on your screen right now, which if you click, it will tell YouTube you enjoy the content and maybe show some other people too and get us moving up those rankings. Thank you for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Much love, guys.